Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. We are journeying across the galaxy, heading out towards Sagittarius A star. We are most of the way there. Bubbles way back over here, and we have about 68 jumps left to go. So let's get off the ground, up into the air, and on our way. Before we get started, though, let me remind you to be sure to click that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel if you think you might want to catch more of these videos as we continue along in this journey. And you know, I have to do the shameless ads here. I do have a channel. I do have channel memberships available. A few different tiers that you can choose from if you want to help support the channel and make it something that is able to grow into something more than just a random thing on the internet. So yeah, so that's my advertisement for the video. Anyways, if you're just joining us on this journey, we've been heading out to Sagittarius A star for quite a little while. The primary focus of all of this is increasing our exobiology skill, and then, you know, just kind of making what kind of money we can along the way. So as we jump into the next system, I'll kind of go over the kind of repetitious format that we've been following. And then we'll try to see how many jumps we can get in, how many planets we can land on. I mean, generally, if we find a planet to land on, it's probably going to be the only one, because that takes quite a bit of time. But yeah. So we'll hop into the system here. We'll check out the system map to see if anybody has already scanned the system for us, making it very easy to find things. And then after that, we will check out the full spectrum system scanner to see if there are any water worlds, Earth-like worlds, or ammonia worlds. Ooh, we're definitely not scanning this planet for full, because that's a lot of bodies. that would take a very long time. So in situations like this, where there's too many planets to sit here and scan, we're just going to hop into the full spectrum system scanner, check the little band of very high value planets, which there aren't any here, and since there aren't, we're just going to move on. So yeah, like I said, our primary goal is exobiology, because my exploration, I was an elite. The first elite rank that I got in this game way back in the day was the exploration rank, because they had that awesome road to riches guide that helped you basically just fly to systems that were known to have all of those high value planets in them, and you just go in, scan them, do all the stuff, go sell it, and you know, it's a quick way to make a lot of money up front, and also just get your exploration rank up to elite. So it was super easy to do. There's several other things that I have not made it to elite on. I think I have elite. I don't know. I forget. Does it show you? Here we go. So yeah, I'm dangerous in my combat rank. My explorer rank is elite. My trade rank is elite. I don't do CQC. My mercenary rank is soldier, and I'm a compiler for exobiology because, I haven't really done that much. But I'm hoping that by the time we get to Sagittarius A star and we're able to sell all of this data that we've acquired, that we'll at least be relatively close to elite, if not at the actual elite rank. We'll see. I don't know. There's no way to know, because I haven't really looked into it very much. I don't like to do research. I don't like to have to spend a bunch of time, like AI, like the AI tools that are available to us right now are just, it's like the best thing in the world to me, because I don't have to actually go and sift through a bunch of information. The computer will do it for me. Oh, it's like AI today is the same leap in efficiency when it comes to looking for information as the first search engines were when they first came out. Like, it's that big of a difference, being able to just be like, hey, I have a question about this topic here. Can you find the information for me? And then the AI goes, yeah, sure, I can do that. And it comes back within, you know, 10 seconds, and it has a long list of very specific information most of the time, if it's able to find it. And you're like, wow, that would have taken me 15, 20 minutes to find all that. Thank you very much. So, at the same time, though, I'm of two minds about the whole AI thing, because my career path for the past 20-ish years has been very much focused on computer work, and AI, as we all know, is really focused on computer work. So, like, we all thought we were going to get robots that did all the menial labor for us, But it turns out that, you know, the first jobs that are going to be taken away are going to be jobs like mine. The medium skill, highly repetitive computer work that nobody wanted to do is going to get given a target to what? Target too close. I have never run into that before. So what? I can't. Okay. I've never run into that before. Target too close. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna move on. I don't think I've ever run into that before. Target is too close. Anyways, like I was saying, while I really do appreciate the fact that these AI search engines are able to, you know, do a much better job of finding information for me than the traditional search engines are, AI in general is going to be a problem for a great number of people who relied upon their ability to do computer work, because AI is already almost to the point where all of those jobs are going to be completely irrelevant. And now we all have to try to figure out new, like, why do you think I'm here on YouTube? My career path is rapidly being evaporated out from under me, and I have to try to find something to do that's going to be of value to people so I can actually start getting paid again. Yeah. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. I don't know. All right, so we need to try to grab all of. Okay, so we're just looking for biological features over there in the top right corner. Where are we looking? Here we go. So if you look at the top right corner there, it says features none. We are looking for it to say biological, and we want to see at least 2 of them on a body so that we can make sure that we're not going to fly all the way out there and just get some bacteria, because bacteria is boring. So we got 1 biological and 2 geological. That's going to be 1 bacteria. We're definitely not wasting our time on that. Usually, when you have 1 biological planet, you'll find at least 1 more, but who knows? Okay, is that all of that? Hoping we're going to find a planet that has at least 2 on it, so we can go scan and get even more information. Come on. We have 1 more planet. No luck. Alright. Moving on. There's no point in going after a planet that has a single biological signature on it, because all it's going to have, it's just going to have bacteria on it. Little patches of bacteria. And those are not interesting to look at. They may be worth, you know, some of them might be worth a little bit of money, but the landing, flying to the planet, and then the landing sequence, and then searching around for them, and a lot of them tend to be, depending on what color they are, in contrast to the surface color, sometimes they can be really hard to find. So it's just, the return on investment isn't worth the risk when it comes to just single biology planets, because you don't know what you're going to get, and none of the bacteria are going to be worth spending that amount of time trying to get to that. So I'd rather just give me at least 2, please. I'd rather have just at least 2. All right, let's get over here, out of the star, into the full spectrum system scanner. This is another system that we will go ahead and scan because there's only 15 bodies in it. If I can find the... Okay, icy body with... That icy body had rings around it. I was not expecting that. So no features for that one. No features for... Oh, 1 biological. They keep getting me with these single biology ones. Alright, I was really hoping it wasn't going to be behind the star there. It's really annoying because then you have to reposition around the star if you want to get whatever it is on the other side of that. All right. I'm starting to realize that I'm talking very quickly, and it's causing me to stutter a little bit. And I should probably slow down. I mean, we still have another 15 or 20 minutes worth of video to do here, and I don't need to be Speedy Gonzalez. Okay. They're not behind the star, right? What's going on here? I really don't like it when when the systems end up like this with these really weird... Oh, okay, here we go. What's this? But I mean, this one's really far away, so there's no point in even messing with that. 191,000 light seconds away, it wouldn't matter. We're not bothering with that. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next system. It would take me 10 minutes at least to travel that far, and I'm just not interested. The limit I generally set for flying around in a system is, you know, no more than about 10,000 light seconds, but even then I'm like, my soft limit is kind of 5,000. If it's more than 5,000 light seconds away, I'm starting to question, do I really want to go there? And absolutely, if it's more than 10, I'm like, nope, not happening. Definitely not happening. Alright, so another system where we're not going to do a full scan, but we will pop into the full spectrum system scanner. Well, I mean, let's check the map. Weird. Wow, that's a lot of stars. Let's go ahead and check the full spectrum scanner, just to make sure that there's no valuable planets, but as is the case most of the time, there is not. So we're going to go ahead and pop into the next system and see what we can find. Yeah, I gotta learn to start regulating I have to start learning to regulate the speed at which I speak. Because the problem that I have is that my brain moves way faster than my mouth could ever hope to keep up with. So I'm already on to the next 2 or 3 thoughts before my mouth has finished speaking the first one, and I'm always trying to catch up with where I am in my brain so that I don't lose my train of thought. But the problem with that is that, number one, when you speak that quickly, people have a hard time following you. And then number two, you know, I do have 20 to 30 minutes of video to cover, and if I speak everything I have to say in the first 5 minutes, then the rest of the video is going to be very short. So I really need to learn to start chilling out a little bit on my narrations here, because I'm not trying to be Matt Lown and cramming, you know, crazy amounts of narration into small portions of videos. It's supposed to be a conversation, not listening to somebody speaking on fast forward. Yeah, it's that pressure to feel like you have to keep talking consistently so that people don't get bored and click off the video. That's kind of the problem. You look at your metrics in the YouTube studio and you're just like, ugh, I wish people would watch my videos for longer, because, you know, watch time, once I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, watch time is going to equal income, because the more people sit and watch, the more ads that are going to be, you know, injected into their viewing experience, which, you know, I'm not a fan of. I hate that that's the way that this stuff works, but if I'm gonna be a professional YouTuber or professional content creator or whatever, well, you gotta make money with the systems that are in place, because, you know, unless people are willing to hop in and start contributing with channel memberships, the only way I can make money is if they're watching my videos long enough to get ads put in front of them. I hate that. Let me make it clear. I hate that system. I hate this advertising model that we're in. I would much rather people just pay directly for the content that they want and not have to sit through, hey, would you like to buy this thing from us? It's super awesome. No, I really wouldn't. I really would not like to buy this thing from you. You can feel free to take that thing and do something with it. But unfortunately, you know, we've all gotten used to cheap or free content, and, you know, that's just kind of the way it works now. So as much as I don't want to put ads in my channel, you have to. It's not a choice. If you're gonna try to make a go of this for real, ads are what's gonna happen, and it is what it is. So enough of that depression. We're getting pretty close to Sagittarius A-star, though. I mean, we started out this journey many moons ago. I'm saying many moons ago, but it was weeks ago. We've been doing this for several weeks, I think. And, you know, we're already within almost 50 jumps away. So if there's 2 bodies in there, I'm not even going to bother to stop. That's just going to be a binary star system. Or not. High metal content world. Watch it have biology on it. That would have been funny if it had biology on it and then I left. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be funny. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate those of you who take the time to leave in the comments that you appreciate the commentary in these videos. I know that it's probably the only thing that keeps people engaged for any length of time. Not because I'm necessarily that interesting to listen to, but because, I mean, you see how repetitive this is. I enjoy being in space, and I enjoy the, I don't want to say, I don't like anticipation. I don't like anticipation. Let me make that very clear. It's not the anticipation that I enjoy, it's the moments where you're like, ooh, we finally found something, awesome. That's the part I really like. So I think that's what keeps people coming back for this game, is that even though there isn't really that much to do, you still have that feeling of, well, I want to keep going because, you know, there are cool things in the game and I want to go find them. So let me hop back in. We'll continue flying off in this direction and maybe we'll find something cool. Because, I mean, you know, it's been a while since we found cool palm trees, but we did find cool palm trees, and I would like to find some more cool palm trees if we can. Okay, nothing there. Really glad that we happen to be on a plane of the solar system that allows us to see these without the star being in the way, because that would have been annoying. You know, I've been zooming in on these, and I don't know. My brain is not really focusing on the fact of whether they actually have biological sources or anything on them. Probably should be paying attention to that. Let's see, gas giant over here. Looks like we have a couple of gas giants in this system. Get in here. I mean, all right, so 2 geological, which means you could land on it, but it doesn't have any biology that we'd be interested in, so we're going to ignore that. How far away are these? They're not that far away. I'm really hoping that one of these will have at least a couple of biological sources on it, but who knows. All right, we have 4 planets left, or 4 bodies left anyways. 2 bodies. All right, what's this? No features, no features. And a gas giant. All right, well, we're not getting very lucky with this little trip here. And I have to say, as I do in several of these episodes, that the increasingly bright star field here is a very good reason to travel towards the center of the galaxy, because I mean, look how insanely bright the stars are as you continue to get closer to the center. I think it looks very nice. But then again, as I've also said, I really wish that we had a jumping system that allowed us to just use all of our fuel and just hang out in this loading screen for a while, because I could just press pause and bring you guys back when we hop into a system. And then even if it had like 50 bodies in that system, because we didn't have to spend so much time jumping between stars and checking things out, I could spend the time to actually do like 50 bodies and ideally actually find something.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. 2 stars. Yep, so we're good. Moving on. It's difficult to kind of come up with things to talk about during these because my first video that I record for the day is my Call of the Wild stuff, and that has a lot of cuts in it, so I don't end up having to ramble on as long as I do. So I hop into here, having been mostly just kind of chilling and narrating what I'm doing in the game, but then I hop into here and I'm like, well, now I have to have something to talk about. But I don't dare do this kind of stuff first because I need to kind of warm up and get into talking before I have to come in here and speak for 20 plus minutes. Excuse me. Alright, so this is actually going to be a system that we're going to scan, and hopefully, cross your fingers, we're going to find some biology here. I'm really, really hoping that we're going to find some this time, because coming up snake eyes in every system is just really irritating. Alright, so 1 biology there. We really need to find one that has at least 2 on it, though. Yeah, thank you to those of you who agree that this particular method of searching for planets, of scanning planets, is ridiculous. I mean, seriously, look how much time it's taking us to do these scans when a computer could just do all of this automatically, and we could have been done with this, you know. We could have already been done with scanning the entire planet if we had the ship's computer able to just do this for us. Like, why do I have to sit here and do this? Oh, because the developers decided that you needed to have something to do. We didn't want to make it automatic. We wanted to make it a minigame so that you actually had to participate and interact. The ships shouldn't fly themselves. You're a pilot. Okay, but, you know, pilots today have autopilot. You know, that is a thing. Pilots like to fly, but they also like to be able to let the system fly it for them. You know? Just saying. At least provide me with the option to automate it. It gets inanely boring after the first 20,000 times that you do it. I'm just saying. I don't like the argument. I don't like the argument of, you know, you're here to play the game. You're here to play the game. It shouldn't be. We can't automate it because then you're not playing the game. And it's like, well, yeah, but you know, I also want it to be, you know, as realistic as it can be. And realistically, we would have some kind of autopilot that did all of this flying for us. Just saying. All right, so nothing of value here that we're going to bother to try to find. So we're moving on to the next one. I don't know. I have a gripe with the basic design philosophy of the way that they chose to put this game together. They instead of approaching it from a how would this actually be done if it were to be done in real life, they approached it from a we're hardcore and we're going to make them play hardcore, and then they grudgingly gave ground on certain things to make those things easier, like being able to play in offline mode. They didn't really want to do that, but enough people complained about it that they decided to give it. At least that's what I read. I don't know. I wasn't here from the beginning. Excuse me. But it's like, you know, you gotta make games are fun to play. You gotta make games fun to play. The thing that people don't understand a lot of times is that hardcore. Is that an Earth-like world? Or, nope, it's just a rocky ice world. Oh well. The thing you have to understand is that hardcore players are not having fun. Right? I know you're like, wait, what are you talking about? No, they're not having fun. If you've read anything from a person who's done a lot of hardcore gaming, they're not there to have fun. They're there to get accomplishments done. They hop into games and they play those games in a hardcore way because they want to feel a sense of achievement. See, that's not fun. And I don't even think that if you talk to hardcore gamers and they really seriously reflect that they're going to look back on their time and feel like, oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. No, they're going to say, that was a lot of hard work and I had to put in a lot of hours to get that done, and you know, I'm glad I did it because I feel this amazing sense of achievement because I did it. But no, it was not fun. It was work. And the problem is that most people who play video games are playing video games because they want to escape all of the work that they have to do in their life for real. And when developers forget that gamers are gamers first and, you know, achievement seekers second, that's a problem. That's a real problem, and it's a reason why a lot of people have a gripe with games like this, because they tried to cater too much to the hardcore fans, and it's like, well, yeah, you should definitely be treating your hardcore fans with respect, but your hardcore fans are going to be the minuscule minority of the player base that you have. So, you know, while the hardcore players are going to whine about, you know, dumbing games down for, you know, the general public, you know, it's the general public that pays the bills. And you really need to be making your game for the general public and adding optional features that cater to your hardcore crowd. And this is the reason why World of Warcraft did as well as it did for as long as it did, and why it continues to be, I mean, I haven't really looked into it for a long time, but why it continues to be the most popular MMORPG of all time. Because, yeah, while the hardcore players really did get angry when they started dumbing down a lot of the things, they still provided enough hardcore content, or at least avenues towards hardcore achievements and content and things like that, to keep those hardcore players playing for a very long time. So there were only 3 bodies in here. There's an icy body. If it's a landable body, we'll go ahead and go set down now, but it's not. So let's hop into the next system. We really do need to start getting on the ground. But anyways, you know, I have no problem with games providing hardcore content, but it really needs to be optional. People should be able to hop into a game and play it the way that they want to play it, because when I hop into this game, I don't want to have to sit here and mindlessly jump from system to system. I don't want to have to mindlessly grind for materials. I don't want to have to mindlessly kill enemy after enemy after enemy trying to get the elite combat rank. It's like, well, I mean, let me retract that. The ranking system in this game absolutely should be something that you have to grind, and it should be a hardcore thing that you do, because the ranking system should be a badge of honor that says, yup, I put in the effort to get this. So that being said, okay, yeah, the ranking system should be the optional thing that you do that says, I chose to do this because I wanted to be hardcore about it. Okay, but, well, hold on. Let me hop into the map here. There's only 2 bodies, okay. But, you know, for a lot of the other things in the game, it's like, you guys are killing me with this stuff. Like, seriously, the engineering complaints that people had were very, very well founded. You have to grind all of this stuff to upgrade your ship and make it, you know, function the way you would like it to function. It's like, no, really don't need to have it that way. I really shouldn't have to spend 20 hours fitting out an exploration ship before I can actually go out and explore. That's a very bad design decision. Very, very bad design decision. So, you know, I don't know. And I don't understand people's antipathy towards ship interiors. They're like, it's not going to add anything to the game. Well, then you're not in it for the spaceships if you don't think it's going to add anything to the game. I came to play this game because I want to fly around in space. I am a space enthusiast. I'm a science fiction. Well, no, I'm not a science. You're gonna make me run around the star. All right. Well, let's scan all of these real quick, and then we'll see if any of them are landable. Come on. Because we need to hurry up and get on the planet here. Okay. I have to imagine that's probably it, and the rest of them are behind the star there. Yep. Of course they are. Are any of these landable already? All right, here we go. We'll land on this guy. All right. So hopefully this isn't going to take too long. So yeah, like, the people who say that ship interiors aren't going to be worth it are exactly the kind of people who just, they don't understand why a lot of us got into this game in the first place. We got into this game because the ships looked cool, the space looked cool, we wanted to fly around in a spaceship, and for me, having ship interiors will make it feel like I have a little home in space instead of just being stuck in this freaking cockpit all the time. And it would also make it so that some of the other ideas that I have as far as traveling around will make a lot more sense, because if you're able to get up and walk around your spaceship en route to your destination, well, then the long jump module that I've been suggesting makes a lot of sense, because if you're going to spend 2 or 3 minutes in that jumping animation, well, it would give you a reason to get up out of your chair and go do random tasks around the ship, especially if they made it so that there were actually things you could do around the ship that were interesting to do. But too many people are like, well, no, that's not gonna. Well, yeah, if you're not going to be creative about it and actually come up with things to do, and you know, I would absolutely, once I'm not broke anymore, I would absolutely pay full price for a full expansion if they did ship interiors and made the ship interiors, you know, actually add some interesting content. You know, come up with a way to make ship interiors something that's fun, that makes the game more fun. It doesn't have to just be interior models. It could be, you know, maybe there's maintenance and stuff that you can do, or I don't know. Just, but at the same time, you don't want to make it something that's going to be overly burdensome, and now you have this new requirement that you have to do because they're ship interiors. So I don't know. But somebody, you know, a group of people could come together and be like, yeah, we could make ship interiors super awesome, and we can just do it this way, and it'd be fun. And it would give you a sense of like, hey, this is my ship, and now I feel even more of a sense of ownership of it because I can actually walk around it and experience my ship. And, you know, and even some of the arguments that people come up with are just like, well, but some of those ships are so big, it would take you forever to walk around it. Well, yeah, we don't have to model the entire ship. You could just have sections of the ship that are modeled that would make sense that you go to, and there's like a turbo lift system where you can... I don't think we're going to be able to land here. Oh, nope, I want to do that. Okay, well, let's do like this. We'll try to land somewhere over here. You could have like a turbo lift system or something that, you know, moves you from different parts of the ship to other parts of the ship. And that way they only have to model the parts of the ship that matter to the ship. Then I feel like that's a pretty decent compromise. All right, so where do we want to land here? Right there. We land right over here. So, I don't know, it's just, there's too many people that come up with the, no, it can't be done, or no, it doesn't make sense to do it. It's like, well, you know, if you really wanted to do it, you could figure out a good way to do it that would make it fun and interesting and all of those things. You just don't want to. You don't want to put the time and effort into actually, you know, creating something that you said you were going to create from the beginning. Pretty sure that ship interiors were on the original Kickstarter. I keep hearing people say that. I never went and actually verified it for myself, but it's just what I heard. Oh, that was a landing spot. There we go. All right, can I get out of the ship here? Sweet. So anyways, enough rambling from me. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. The more people we can get along for this flight, the more fun it's going to be as we reach all of these different destinations, because you guys can chat about it. Ooh. Wow. Okay. You can chat about it in the comments section. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed, and you'll be able to watch it immediately. Channel members do get early access to all of my videos, so be sure to click that join button down below so that you can check out the list of benefits available at the various tiers that are available. And you can make a choice as to whether that is right, any of those are right for you. Again, thank you very much for your time. I hope you had lots of fun, and I will see you for the next one.